Willie Terminator Anderson Jr. He has last night, an actual Terminator, I guess, bling, chain, I don't know, yeah. I mean, the bling last night, every year, I mean, the bling these young guys get, I mean, more and more creative. He had the Terminator, and I mean, I just was like, wow, that is interesting. And I guess it says Anderson, yeah. It says his name, and he has the red Terminator eye. NFL draft, watch that with the Rangers. Rangers got outshot 20-2 in the third period, 4-0. Michigan was so pissed that we switched channels and watched the draft and went back and forth. I mean, they gave up a goal in the first 39 seconds, and it was over. And if Gallant thought that they didn't do anything in Game 4, then I don't know what the hell he's going to feel about Game 5. They play Saturday night. We have Mets tickets for my first game ever at Shea. It's supposed to rain, so I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm like, ugh, it's supposed to pour, and the temperature's supposed to be shit. It's supposed to be freezing out, and I'm like, ugh. I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'll go, and I'll take cover, but if it's going to pour the whole entire game, I mean, is it going to get rained out? It's supposed to pour in the morning, Sunday, I mean, into Monday. I mean, it looks like it's going to be and cold. I mean, I know it's going to be May 1st on Monday. Gumbo Chef's coming back Monday from his show. I love that his whole family's there seeing his show this weekend. That's great. But I can't. I mean, it was Thursday yesterday. It was freezing when I came home from my client, went to Trader Joe's and everything. I was like, I'm freezing my ass off. This morning, went to the gym. Yeah, you know what? I sent Hal a video of me doing my leg press. I did with the toes out. It's hard to do. It was hard to do the filming and actually doing the working out. I realized I was stupid. So what I do is I just go. Of course, everybody at the gym. I work out at Blank. Nobody takes weights off. So there were 3 plates on, which was good. So I said, I'm going to start with 3 plates on each side, which felt like nothing. I had to get up to like really 8, 9 plates on each side. I finished at 10 on each side. So what's that, 990? No, 450, 900 pounds. So I guess I wimped out. I wimped out a little bit. And that's when I started feeling like, okay, I'm doing something here. So I just kept going. And I'll tell you, from doing the workouts inside the house to outside, night and day. Night and day. I was working out in the apartment. It was easier. I could put something on. But I go to the gym, it's a workout. I mean, it's not the workout. At home was okay. But I didn't feel like going today. Like a lot of people say, I don't think anybody really feels about it. Some people say, oh yeah, I want to work out. It's a discipline. It's a choice. It's like you're saying, okay, I'm going to go and get in a workout. And I was like, oh, I'm tired. I'm like, nope, left the house, walked Michigan to work, bam, went to the gym, bam, got everything done. And I was like, okay. Now, crazy, Will Levis, who might have been the number 1 pick in the draft at one point. Well, that's what Reddit said. And he said he had allegedly told family that he thought he was going to go number 1. He didn't get picked in the first round. So he was there in the green room the whole goddamn time and never got picked. And you got to be like, that sucks. I mean, there was a couple guys, like Penn State had never had a cornerback taken in the first round, and Joey Porter Jr., he did not get taken. Jamar, what's his, the kid from Bama who transferred from Georgia Tech, he ended up going 12th to the Lions, which I thought, you have DeAndre Swift, so now they're thinking about, okay, maybe we'll trade DeAndre Swift with Jamar Gibbs, and I was like, really? I did not see that one. They took that linebacker who's working with Luke Kuechly. Wait, I want to make sure I get. Yeah, I wrote. You know what? I butchered his name the other day, and I was like, shit, I really butchered his name, and I was like, that's not fair to Luke, and I apologize. Yeah, it's Luke Kuechly. Yeah, Luke Kuechly. He was working with him. The Lions took him at linebacker. They said he had a second round grade, and I love when they say that. He's a second round grade. Well, the guy just made plays. He does everything. Jamar Gibb, and then they are they're receiving trade calls on DeAndre Swift. They brought in Montgomery from the Bears. So I guess, we're going to see what happens going forward there. But someone said, like all of these people say, I don't know who had the best first round last night, probably the Eagles, but I do know one unequivocal fact. The Detroit Lions had the worst first round by a large margin, which how do you know? And Jack Campbell pick. Someone said that was a great pick. and the linebacker out of Iowa, he's working with Kuechly, and that Jamar Gibbs was not. They said, but then RG3 said that, he could, everybody has an opinion. And that's why I don't do a draft thing, because I would have never picked. I would have had Anthony. They had three quarterbacks go in the first 4 picks. So you had Bryce Young going first. You had C.J. Stroud, talked about his Wonderlic and his S2 test, that it was so low. He went second to the Texans, and the Texans traded up and took Willie Anderson Jr. third. So I told Hal and I told Dom that, Texans, got 2 very good players. Bam Bam. DeMeco Ryans came in and he got the guys he wanted. They said they weren't looking at quarterback. They knew what they were doing. They were, you throw fire in a different direction, say we're not interested, and you go after the quarterback you want. Okay, so they got him. Then they get Willie Anderson. And then 4th, the Colts go with Anthony Richardson, who really hasn't, the ceiling is through the roof, they say. But, we'll see. I mean, he's a very big quarterback. You get nervous about him. He's going to, be like Josh Allen, like Cam Newton. And after a while, you're going to have to stay in the pocket. You can't keep running. You're going to get yourself killed. You are. You can't keep running. You gotta, and he has a cannon for an arm, like Vic. Vic was, if Vic hadn't gone away, if that hadn't happened with the Dogs, who knows what if. He was phenomenal. He was electric to watch. Okay, so he went 4th. And then I thought Will Levis. So now they said that Steelers had the first pick, number 32 in the second round, and teams are asking, I guess they're going to try to trade. Now there's a lot of teams that still need quarterbacks out there. I mean, to the Jets, no, Jets wouldn't take. But I mean, right now you have Aaron Rodgers, and right now Zach Wilson's your backup, and you really don't want him as a backup. And I'd rather take a chance with someone else. Hendon Hooker's still out there. I think they said he could have went in the first round. I mean, he's got the knee injury. He's going to not play it at first. They said they thought he'd go in the first round. So their teams, could go, Commanders, go after a quarterback.